Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Diatonic Dissection, where we crack over music to see what makes it tick. In this video, we'll be looking at the music for Metropolis zone, the zone that features so many traps that it may as well be a Saw movie. You have boxes with clockwise rotating spikes, enemies at the end of speed sections, enemies at the top of spring jumps, and enemies on the ceiling, just to name a few. I hate this level so much that words cannot properly convey it. If you want the sheet music for this video as well as all my previous ones for free, then head on over to the Patreon, patreon.com/diatonic dissection. There's a link down below to save you trying to spell it out. Now, let's get started. The tempo is 135 BPM and the key is C major. As always, we'll start with the chords and then go into the individual parts. The chords for section A are quite interesting as they're mainly based around the extra melody parts that we will get to later. The chords used are C, D and F. The main melody doesn't actually play until about halfway through section A, although at first it does do some alternating between B flat and C before the other parts start. The actual part itself isn't too complicated as the shortest note duration is an 8th note and the track itself isn't too fast. There's no counterpoint in this one, just harmonised extra melody parts. These parts are pretty simple and just follow the same rhythm. The extra melody parts made me think of 80s pop bands like OMD and Frankie Goes to Hollywood. So here is section A reimagined in that style. The bass part is very simple and mainly involves just playing the note C. The main thing to be conscious of is a technique thing, where you will need to do a very quick 16th note on a neighbouring string at the end of each 2-bar phrase. You'll see in the video that I use a hammer-on from nowhere to do it. The drum part is the same throughout the whole track, but is in itself quite interesting and good fun. The part is almost entirely linear, meaning that every note is separate, except for the last note at the end of each 2-bar cycle. I couldn't find a proper DJ scratch sound on my electric kit, so I went with the closest thing I could find. chords for section B are a bit more straightforward, but there is still quite a bit of movement. The chords used are E flat, G minor over B flat, and B flat over F. First note of the main melody is E flat, so if you're not using a 7 string like me, you'll need to tune down half a step or play it up an octave. After that, you'll have a fast pseudo-pentatonic thing. If you want to be really specific about it, it's kind of the third inversion of the minor pentatonic or something. I don't know, my brain hurts. The slight pentatonic feel in the main melody made me think of hair metal bands, so here is section B, reimagined. There's only one extra melody part and it doesn't really interact with the main melody, so again, it's not a counterpoint. As it's 16th notes, I had to tap it to get it clean. The section finishes with a weird descending chromatic thing, with each off note being a third above the previous one. The bass part is pretty simple, so I have nothing to add. Same with the drums, same part all over again. That's it. Another short video, but we still managed to stretch 40 odd seconds of music into several minutes of analysis. If you want the sheet music for this, then sign up over on the Diatonic Dissection Patreon. Patreon.com/Diatonic Dissection. There's a link down below to save you trying to spell it. Thank you very much for watching if you're still here at the end, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!